next on HBO. Get ready to rock with one of America's hottest comedy stars who returns to HBO with his own talk show, The Chris Rock Show. Next on HBO.
He smiled.
I am definitely heterosexual, I guess you could say.
He laughed.
Scott that has the crush on you.
You lied to me.
And 3 days later, he killed, talked to death. An America Undercover exclusive. Premieres Tuesday, March 25th on HBO. Is your life worth 15 minutes of fame?
I seen with smoke coming out of his chest.
HBO Boxing After Dark, the best boxing series on television. A slam-bang clash with bell-to-bell action. An instant classic. And live Saturday night at 11, rough and ready Johnny Tapia and powerhouse Danny Romero slug it out in 2 separate title fights. If they win, they're on a collision course. HBO Boxing After Dark. Some of the best in the business work the night shift.
I think the moment that I'll remember most from my career was Super Bowl 23. We'd already lost to the San Francisco 49ers in Super Bowl, and here we were right back again in Super Bowl 23 in Miami. We had the lead. We're up by a point. There's like 2 minutes to go in the game. They've got the ball on about the 10-yard line, and some rookie on the bench sitting next to me comes up and says, "We got him now. We got him now. It's all over. They're done." I said, "Please." I said, "Will you look in San Francisco's huddle and see if number 16 is still in there?" I said, "Because if he is, just shut up. You're going to blow this whole thing. Just shut up." And sure enough, about 7 plays later and about 4 passes to Jerry Rice later, Joe Montana had him right in the end zone. And I'm sitting there watching what I thought was the biggest moment of my life go right in the tank right before my very eyes. Joe Montana, still the guy who's taken more money from me than the IRS.
There's something special on HBO. HBO Animation. Next year, HBO is pushing the boundaries of animated television programming with daring, cutting-edge shows intended for a mature audience. Animators and actors are hard at work on the first 2 projects, Spawn and Spicy City. Gritty and real, these are not kiddie cartoons by any stretch of the imagination.
I think HBO Animation is more than just, a typical animation company. They want to have the creative freedom that you wouldn't find anywhere else but on HBO.
It's got content issues and storytelling that are much more reality-based, a little more sophisticated, probably in the types of humor that we use.
It's a belief that a lot of people have had, and HBO's been the first, as far as I'm concerned, to really step out there and say, okay, we're going to do something that appeals to specifically the adult market. I mean, it goes back to, Disney's first attempt at doing the full-length feature Snow White. I mean, it wasn't just about entertaining the family. He felt that it could compete with other live-action movies.
HBO has a tradition of pushing the boundaries, and I think as an aspect of HBO Animation is going to continue to push those boundaries. Clearly, the content and the types of stories that we're telling, nobody has really tried to do this the way that we're trying to do it.
Veteran animator Ralph Bakshi, whose accomplishments include Fritz the Cat and Cool World, is creator of Spicy City, a humoristic anthology series mixing sci-fi, horror, and film noir with futuristic tales of cyberspace, DNA cloning, and virtual sex. Spawn, created by Todd McFarlane and based on the best-selling comic of the same name, is about a man's pact with the devil. Back on Earth, equipped with the powers beyond superhuman, Spawn is locked in a battle between the forces of good and evil.
Here's a man, whether it's you or I or anybody else, and all of a sudden something changed in a heartbeat in our life, and we became something different. How will we deal with it?